Yeah, I want to fight Parker. I want to fight AJ, Usyk. These are the guys I see on I got on my radar. I want to put someone to sleep again and get back out there and show the people that, I am the man. I'm ready to go, ready for everyone.
Daniel Dubois has surprised fans by shifting his attention away from Oleksandr Usyk and turning his sights on Joseph Parker. Speaking recently, the IBF heavyweight champion made it clear that Parker is his top priority. "I want to fight Parker. That's unfinished business for me. Hopefully, they can make it happen in England, maybe even at Wembley." This change comes after Dubois's huge rise in 2024, where he defeated Filip Hrgovic in June and then stunned the boxing world with a knockout win over Anthony Joshua in September. While many expected him to chase a rematch with Usyk for the undisputed crown, Dubois instead wants to settle things with Parker, a fight that was originally cancelled earlier this year due to his illness.
What's the latest with Usyk?
I want to fight them all. I want to fight, and I'll say Parker. I want to fight Parker, definitely. And hopefully Turkey might hear this and, make it happen in England, make it happen in Wembley or something. I definitely want to fight Parker. That's unfinished business for me. And yeah.
The heavyweight division is buzzing with news. Derek Chisora, fresh off his victory over Otto Wallin in February 2025, has announced that his 50th fight will also be his last, and he wants it against Daniel Dubois for the IBF title. This news has created an emotional twist, especially for Don Charles, Kaisera's longtime trainer who now works with Dubois. Charles admitted he feels torn. "My first son in boxing was Derek. He gave me my entrance into the sport, coaching Dubois against him. It's emotional, it's not something I ever wanted. But I'm happy Derek will go out with such a big fight. What a way to end a great career." Meanwhile, Oleksandr Usyk remains the wild card in all of this. With plans to fight only 2 more times before retiring, it's unclear whether Dubois or Parker will get the next crack at him. Both men are still top contenders, and the champion's decision will shape the future of the division.
Is there talks with both fighters right now, with Joseph and with Oleksandr?
Well, all I know is that I'm going to be fighting in July. Well, that's what I've heard. I've heard that I'll be out in July, and there's a date in July for me. So, which one of them they're gonna get for me? I don't know. I don't really care. I just want to put someone to sleep again and get back out there and show the people that, I am the man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for everyone.
When comparing resumes, both Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker have strong cases for a title shot. Dubois has been on a 3-fight win streak, with big victories over Jarrell Miller, Filip Hrgovic, and Anthony Joshua. His knockout of Joshua in particular was a turning point, a statement to the whole division that Dubois is a genuine threat at heavyweight. On the other hand, Parker has put together an even longer streak with 6 consecutive wins. While some of his opponents weren't top-tier names, Parker made headlines by defeating Deontay Wilder and stopping Zhilei Zhang, solidifying himself as a serious contender once again. So while Dubois has the edge with marquee victories, Parker's consistency cannot be ignored. Both men remain firmly in the mix for a showdown with Usyk or each other.
It seems like he's still recovering from an injury. Where do you feel like he goes next? If you fight Oleksandr Usyk, do you think Joseph Parker's a good fight for Anthony Joshua?
I think he's a good fight for me. Yeah, I want to fight Parker. I want to fight AJ, Usyk. These are the guys that I see I got on my radar, in my eye. These are the guys I want to fight, and make the fucking fight happen. That's all I got to say.
When comparing the biggest victories of both fighters, Dubois clearly holds the edge. His knockout win over Anthony Joshua still stands as his career-defining moment. Despite Joshua's recent struggles, he was still considered a dangerous opponent, and Dubois's dominant finish was nothing short of spectacular. For Joseph Parker, his standout win is more debatable. His victory over Deontay Wilder was impressive, but critics argue Wilder was already past his prime. Another notable achievement was Parker's win over Andy Ruiz Jr. back in 2016, though that feels like a lifetime ago. His recent wins, while solid, don't carry the same weight as Dubois's triumph over Joshua.
Is Daniel Dubois definitely next?
I want the next fight with Daniel Dubois.
Undisputed?
Undisputed.
Where?
London, Riyadh season, doesn't matter.
Another crucial factor in deciding the next challenger for Usyk is the history he shares with Dubois. Their previous bout still sparks controversy. Many fans believe Dubois was unfairly denied a knockout opportunity when the referee ruled his body shot as a low blow. That lingering debate adds fuel to a potential rematch. Dubois himself remains highly motivated, determined to prove that he can overcome Usyk and rewrite the narrative. His explosive punching power and aggressive style make him one of the most exciting fighters in the heavyweight division today. Whether it's quick knockouts or all-out wars, Dubois always delivers action. On the other hand, Joseph Parker is a more tactical fighter. His measured, methodical approach often leads to solid but less thrilling fights. While Parker has the skills to frustrate opponents, he lacks the same wow factor that Dubois brings inside the ring.
I believe that we're going to get Oleksandr Usyk versus Daniel Dubois. I think that fight happens. I think the WBO title becomes vacant. The WBO interim champion is Joseph Parker. I think that Joseph Parker boxes Anthony Joshua. Derek Chisora is the mandatory challenger for Dubois' title. So he's IBF. Really, for the IBF. He's really wanting that fight. Does it happen? Probably not next. Probably not.
When it comes to personality and fan connection, Joseph Parker has the edge. His charismatic, friendly nature, and engaging interviews have earned him a loyal fan base. Parker knows how to entertain both inside and outside the ring, which adds to his appeal. Daniel Dubois, however, is more reserved. He isn't as outspoken or flashy, and sometimes struggles to connect with audiences in the same way. But what Dubois lacks in personality, he makes up for with pure power and results inside the ring. His devastating knockout of Anthony Joshua skyrocketed his reputation, proving he's a serious force in the division. From a marketability standpoint, Dubois actually holds the advantage. He's young, powerful, and carries global intrigue, especially with the possibility of a rematch against Usyk. That fight alone would generate massive worldwide attention. Parker, while respected and popular in New Zealand, doesn't have the same international pull as Dubois.
What I just told you there, I think that we do get Oleksandr Usyk, and I think we do get the Dubois fight, and that leaves Joseph Parker for me boxing. Anthony Joshua. That's the landscape that I think is going to happen.
Looking at the future, Daniel Dubois clearly has the greater potential for long-term stardom. At just 27 years old, he's entering his prime years, and his explosive knockout power makes him one of the most feared fighters in the heavyweight division. Every fight he takes now has the chance to cement him as a top global superstar. Joseph Parker, on the other hand, is 33, while still highly skilled and experienced. His career window at the elite level may be shorter compared to Dubois. As for Usyk, the decision on who he fights next will depend on timing, demand, and the unfinished business he has with both men.
And we've got to get it right. I mean, look, he's not going to be able to punch now for another 6 weeks or so. So Dubois and Fury, of course, are probably the bigger challenges for him at this moment in his career. But Parker fight's a dangerous fight for anybody. And
it'd be a different fight to the Cardi fight.
Yeah, I mean, look, we beat him once, but that was a unification. That was a long time ago. And Joe's on great form, and AJ's coming off a defeat. So we're not in a tearing rush, but of course he's going to fight again this year. We've got to get the decision right, because this is the last throw of the dice, really. And whatever way it comes for Parker, he deserves it all, because he's been in there and beaten everyone in front of him.
In his latest statements, Daniel Dubois has made it crystal clear he wants Oleksandr Usyk again. Dubois says he's confident he can be the first man to stop the Ukrainian champion, and this time, he's ready to prove it on the biggest stage possible. Dubois declared, "He'll be the man to stop him. I just see it." Fight news, coming soon. The Usyk fight at Wembley would be just like the Joshua fight, but way bigger. The biggest fight in the world. And this time, there's revenge in the air too. If this fight does happen, it wouldn't just be another rematch. It would be a massive global event, fueled by unfinished business, controversy from their first meeting, and Dubois' hunger to rewrite history. For boxing fans everywhere, the thought of Dubois versus Usyk II is nothing short of electrifying.
We've got Oleksandr Usyk at the top. He might be facing Daniel Dubois next. He might be facing Joseph Parker next. He might be facing Ajit Kabayel next. Those three are in position, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
So Daniel Dubois is the favourite at the moment. We know that Frank Warren is pushing for that one. He's been public about it. Daniel Dubois has come to the surface this week and kind of put a message out there, and quite an anodyne, very simple, very transparent message saying, if you want to see the doctor's letter from my illness in Riyadh on February the 19th, you can see it. I think, if you agree with me, I think Andy Lee and Joseph Parker do deserve to see that note. Let's go over this. He said he'd fight Joseph Parker. Yeah. That's a fantastic fight, by the way. Rewind to February the 22nd, when we were all excited about it. I think the most likely is Dubois is going to get Oleksandr Usyk. What happens to Joseph Parker in the meantime, in your view? Because I've spoken to his management team. You've suggested, for me, and you take it away, Parker against Anthony Joshua. I think that sells.
Absolutely, it's a big fight. It's a rematch. It's a better fight than the first time they boxed. That is for sure. Was that back in 2019, I believe?
Parker the favourite now, or not marginal favourite?
Parker may start slight favourite. On recent form, you have to go with Joseph Parker. And I believe that if that fight does happen with Daniel Dubois versus Oleksandr Usyk, the WBO title then becomes vacant.
As the heavyweight division keeps shifting, the next few months are going to decide everything. Usyk's next move will shape the entire title picture, and the big question remains, will it be Daniel Dubois or Joseph Parker who gets the next shot at undisputed glory? One thing's for sure, no matter who steps into the ring, the division is stacked with drama, unfinished business, and fights that fans around the world can't wait to see.